All right, so this recipe is in honor of my friend Christophe, who comes from the Provence region of France. This is going to be lamb Provençal, and there goes my chair. Absolutely windy as all get out today, but luckily it's coming from that way, and I've got some tree blockage. I got my fire going right now with the mesquite wood, so I'm going to let that burn, get a bed of nice hot coals there. Trying to get some more of this mesquite wood. That ought to be good. There's camp, nice and escondido. This is the lamb, which was about 10 bucks a pound. When I got these, I looked at the price of beef. It was like $16 a pound. So for that price, I'll eat lamb all day long. So I've got a white onion right here. I've got some cloves of garlic, about 6 of those. I've got some bacon grease that I set aside, anchovy paste, herbs de Provence, pink Himalayan sea salt, crushed tomatoes, olive oil, Kalamata olives, and just because I couldn't resist, olive oil infused with Italian truffles and oregano. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and chop this garlic. Basically for garlic, just kind of twist it like that a little bit. Rip the outer shell off. Obviously I'm in the woods, I can just throw it over there. And it's got a little tough piece right there you got to cut off. Now that I got my garlic all chopped up, I'm going to chop this onion. So I've been cooking almost as long as I could walk. Something I kind of inherited from my dad, kind of a biker, hippie slash foodie type of a guy. In particular, I've always been interested in exploring the cuisine of other cultures. Developed as a hobby, going to the library and picking up cookbooks on, you know, the food of France, Thailand, Russia. Sit there and just learn as much about it as I could. It was sort of the poor man's version of getting to experience some of these countries, because at least if I can't afford to go there, let's see how they eat. Let me try to recreate the food that they do. Right, so that's my buddy Bob over there. He just picked up the last ingredient, which is a red wine. I don't drink, obviously. The recipe calls for about a half a cup of this, you know, otherwise it wouldn't be French. While I'm waiting for these coals to burn down, I'm gonna go ahead and start on the sauce. First thing is to get some of that bacon grease I set aside. All right, so I got a little bit of my reserved bacon grease. I'm gonna go ahead and start this stove up and hopefully not drop everything because it's windy as fuck. This is the Vagabond Gourmet. Vagabond Gourmet. I got my bacon grease nice and hot, melted. I'm gonna turn this down just a hair. And I got all of my chopped onion and garlic that I just chopped up. And what I want to do here is just basically cook this onion a few minutes, at least until it gets kind of a translucent look to it. This onion and garlic has just started to soften. It's not really caramelizing, but that's not necessarily what I'm after. So I'm going to add a little bit of Bob's wine. And now I'm going to sit here and reduce this until that volume of liquid is about half of what it is right there. So now I'm going to go ahead and add these crushed tomatoes. Add the anchovy paste to taste. That is totally singeing all the hair off my arms. Once seared, the rare lamb is thrown into the pot to cook with the sauce. I gotta send Christoph a picture of this. There's a bone, so watch that. Yep. But the inside of that bone has the best bite on the whole fucking lamb. All right, let's see if it passes the Bob test. He's not too picky. I think he'll...
Eat your heart out, Mo. He's not too picky? What do you mean he's not too picky?
Wow.
What are you saying? Oh my God, melt in your mouth.
Is it good?
Mmm. Christoph, I feel bad for you, man. You missed it.
Lamb Provençal. Christoph, eat your heart out.
Yeah, plenty for us. Not you, because you're not here.